Okay, guys, welcome to the CONCACAF Under-20 Championship semifinal, the USA versus Costa Rica. This is the 11 Yanks channel presented by FanDuel. What's up, guys? How's your Friday afternoon / evening going? Couple of people asking, how can you watch this game? You can watch it on Prime Video for free if you have it. You can watch it on VIX Premium if you have that in Spanish. You can watch it on Fox Soccer Plus if you have it, Fubo TV, and also the CONCACAF YouTube channel, but you have to have a VPN. You have to be outside North America to watch it. So that's what I can tell you right now. Game should start soon. We are going to go over the starting lineup. There's some changes in the starting lineup, which is a little bit sus to me. We are already qualified to the Olympics. Yes, that is correct. However, winning tournaments, especially outside the U.S., is a very good thing, right? Winning outside the United States with your C team, winning this tournament in Mexico with our C team would be very, very, very impressive. So it's exciting. Let's hope we do it, though. Like, we have a big change, some big changes today. Costa Rica versus Estados Unidos. Yes, Cups was recalled to the fire just to not play. Yeah, because Greg Berhalter's a fucking moron. Yeah, you heard me, U.S. soccer official. You heard me. When you said I was too far, I added fucking just for you. You heard me. He's a moron. Yeah, they recalled Christopher Cups. Did he play yesterday in the League's Cup? No, sir, he did not. Was he even on the bench? Was he even on the bench? I'm telling you, that guy is so bad for American soccer on every level. Let me look this up. See if he was even on the bench. Christopher Cups. Matches. Yeah, he was on the bench, but he didn't play a single minute. He didn't play a single minute. Could have been here helping us win the Under-20 tournament, but no, he's got to sit on the bench in the fake made-up cash grab tournament called League's Cup or something stupid like that. Stupid. Completely stupid. They're really not doing well with his development over there in Chicago. They had him last year, started to play a few games, and he looked decent. And then he goes to the Under-17 World Cup and does well. And then all of a sudden comes back, new season. And the only reason he's going to ever get any minutes is because Mbokali got injured, right? Because they have no choice. Classic Greg Berhalter move, right? Will not play you until he has no choice. See Gio Reyna in 2002. But that's what you get when Greg Berhalter is in charge of your club. Yeah, it's at the Azteca. It's at the Azteca. It's not going to be a huge, crazy atmosphere, but, should be a few people there, and we'll see how these guys do. I've watched a Burrow Black Dresses says, I watched a Burrow game to check out Arston and Berhalter. Nepo Baby looks good. Yeah, championship is his level. Arston looks shaky. No surprise there. The state of play makes the MLS games I've been watching look like a joke. Yeah, this is what we've been trying to say. Championship is still above MLS. Thank you, Pete, for streaming. I am a truck driver in traffic, and you help. Oh, dang. Where are you driving? From where to where, Mark? I'm glad I can be of assistance. Provide some entertainment. Is this game on Prime? FS2 has some rack buy thing on right now. Yeah, it's not on Fox Soccer 2. It's on Fox Soccer Plus. It's on VIX Plus. It's on Prime Video, apparently. It's on a few places. But I think you have to have Amazon Prime to get it for free. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. Or you can watch it on the CONCACAF YouTube channel if you have a VPN. Judgmental Deity, bang on. MLS only looks like good quality if you only watch MLS. Yeah, exactly. So many people don't watch outside of MLS. So many MLS fans just watch MLS. And they call you a Euro snob because you know what good soccer looks like. All right, so the Costa Rica national anthem is playing. Let's pop up here with the starting lineup. All right, here we go. So, William Lodmell in goal. Rizvanovic is on the bench. Not sure why he's rotating. Keep in mind that the coach, Gonzalo Segares, is Costa Rican. Now, this lineup is all messed up in terms of the formation, okay? Tristan Brown is going to play left back. He's the left back for Columbus Crew. Applewhite and Dunham together are the center back pairing. So, Chris Applewhite and what's his name? Braden. Braden Dunham. They're the center back pairing. Musindin is probably going to play right back, either him or Cooper Sanchez. Jaden Contreras is the left back. Colton Swann is the striker. Okay. Ruben Ramos is probably going to play on the wing. Shaw is going to play in midfield with Vanny. And then very likely Musindin is going to be the right back. So I don't know why he's rotating so heavily, guys. I really don't. Proton VPN. Yes. There you go. E. Bailey says if you have a VPN, just set your VPN somewhere in the UK and you can watch for free on YouTube. Is Lodmell a dual nat? Yes, he is. Yes, he's a dual nat. I think he's also eligible for, I don't remember, but it was somewhere in Africa, I believe, and then also possibly Portugal, but I could be wrong about that. But I know he is for sure a dual nat. Or just use Firefox. It has a built-in VPN, also Opera GXX. Interesting. I did not know that. Hmm. Hey Pete, what do you know slash think about the kid from Bilbao, Xanti Oyharcabal? Yeah, looked good in the few minutes I saw of him. Yeah, I mean, I saw him in the last game, not the last game, the game before. I thought he looked interesting and good, but it's just so early, right, in his career to say. They accomplished their goal of qualifying, but extremely disappointed they're not going hard to win a trophy. I mean, look, Gonzalo Segares has to. Why did he make all of these changes? If he doesn't win, then there's going to be question marks over why he didn't play his best players, right? Because he's the coach and he's Costa Rican. So there's going to be a double question mark there. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Segares. I thought he heavily botched the under 17 World Cup. I think this guy has absolutely zero charisma. Not a very good coach. Oftentimes selects the wrong players. What channel is this game? Um, I'll say it one more time. You can watch it on YouTube on the CONCACAF channel if you have a VPN. You can watch it on Amazon Prime if you have that. You can watch it on VIX Plus or VIX Premium. You can also watch it on Fox Soccer Plus. Those are your options. There's still another tournament, Pan Am Games, to qualify for tonight, but nobody wants to talk about it. Yeah, there's another tournament. No one's going to get released for it, guys. So I don't really put a lot of like trying to get players released for the Pan Am Games is kind of pointless. Like last time, it was a joke roster. Um, so yeah, Pan Am Games, I don't put a lot of stock in that. Who do you think is making it into the main squad? Well, a lot of it depends who gets released, right? A lot of it depends. There's like 20. We counted last game, last live watch along I did. There's like 25 guys here that weren't released, that didn't make it here to this roster. No, Pan Am Games qualification is today if we win this game. Fox showing IndyCar second tier practice over this is a disgrace. Are you kidding me? Practice for IndyCar? Dang. Couldn't Berhalter have used some other Chicago Fire Academy player instead of stealing cups just to be backup on the bench? Yeah, but he's Berhalter. You're expecting good decision making from him? Freeman was on that Pan Am roster. Yeah, he was the only player of any note on that Pan Am roster. Go look at that roster. All right, game is kicked off. Game is kicked off. Don't get me wrong, I want to qualify for it. I just don't put a lot of stock in it. We're in black. Playing in the Azteca is kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird playing in an empty Azteca. It's IndyCar practice. It's not even IndyCar. It's the second tier. Fox is a fucking joke. I really hope the next World Cup gets bought by somebody else. I just, I want Alexi Lalas out of a job. All those clowns who get paid a lot of money to say absolute nonsense to the entire country. Just idiots. Complete idiots. And then they're like not even streaming games that matter. Instead, they're streaming whatever the fuck they're streaming. All right, long kick. Oh, God. Why didn't we start our best players? Let's hope we can still win today, and then we have Mexico in the final. Long ball over the top. Let me look at this here. So number 13 is Brown. Dunham is number 5. Yeah, Mussenden is the right back. That's exactly what I suspected would happen. Injury for one of our guys already. People forget Fox showed pro bass fishing on live TV over some live Euro games 2 summers ago. Yeah, they're a complete joke. Oh, that's Colton Swann, I believe. Colton Swann is down injured. That's not good. Number 19? Oh, no, it's Vanny. It's number 16, Dylan Vanny. That's Greg Vanny's son. He seems to be okay. Game continues. Colton Swann is starting up top. What the hell is Fox Soccer Plus? Roselli, I have honestly no idea. No idea. I couldn't even find it. Okay, so number 15 is Cooper Sanchez, who's already on a yellow for fouling a Costa Rican player. Chris Applewhite and Braden Dunham are the center back pairing. Alexander Shaw from Inter Miami is sitting in midfield with Cooper Sanchez. But this business here doesn't make sense. Jaden Contreras is the left winger. Okay? Vanny is playing in midfield with Colton Swann up top. Ruben Ramos is on the right. This is so dumb. Well, let me see how this continues to play out on the field itself. It looks more like a 4-4-2 right now. Isn't Segares Costa Rican? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. If we lose this game today and he started the B team against Costa Rica, there should be honestly, he should be fired for this if we lose. Because you can't play the B team magically against your own nation. All right, that's number 5. That's Dunham, Braden Dunham. Tristan Brown is playing almost more central than Dunham is. You see that right there? Cooper Sanchez gets it in midfield. Finds Alexander Shaw, who doesn't know how to, takes a terrible touch. Can't do much with it. Back to Cooper Sanchez. Nice layoff. Okay. Contreras cuts it back. Shot! Straight at the keeper. That was a nice passage of play. Nice passage of plays. Hard to say how many of these guys are going to make the Olympic team. I don't see a lot of talent in this group, to be honest. High-end talent, but like Cooper Sanchez could, right? That's a possibility right there. Who else? Potentially Chris Applewhite, who I like a lot over at Nashville. Very good player. Tristan Brown potentially could. Who's playing right back? Is that Musindin playing right back? Cooper Sanchez. I think that is Musindin. So where's Jaden Contreras playing? Oh, bad giveaway from Alexander Shaw. Hey, Pete, do you have streams planned to start this season? That's a great question. The season will not start for a while, right? So nothing this weekend. Sunday, it's only the EFL Cup is starting, right? Tomorrow we have EFL Cup. That's kind of pointless to me. Not doing that, but let's see. Let's see who starts Saturday. La Liga starts Saturday next weekend. Friday, there's nobody. Coppa Italia. Nobody super interesting next weekend, guys. I'll definitely do some. I'll definitely do some streams that involve some of our best players. For sure. Or very interesting players. Pete should stream every Strasbourg game. Why? Because of Gio. Maybe like if Gio's starting and Strasbourg plays Monaco, sure, why not? But definitely not. Not unless he's starting and playing really well. William Laudmel. All right. Laudmel gives it to number 15. That's Cooper Sanchez. Why are we so slow in the build-outs? The off-ball movement is really bad. Tristan Brown. Cooper Sanchez. Dunham is playing as the left back for sure. Chris Applewhite is number 4. Tristan Brown over the top to nobody, and that'll be out for a goal kick. It's funny seeing all the articles gassing up watching Middlesbrough when nobody wants to watch Little Sebi and Barfston. Yeah, nobody's going to watch. People watch this week because there's nobody else to watch. Is Strasbourg Reina's last chance? Very likely, yeah. Very likely, yeah. Is Mehmeti's ceiling higher than Tillman and McKennie? No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, look, if he gets to Tillman and McKennie's level, that would be a great thing for us. I would say his ceiling is probably the same level as them. I want to watch Sebi. He's hot. Okay, Black Dresses. You watch Sebi for his hotness, but nobody's watching him for his football. Costa Rica haven't really created anything either. Dunham. Vanny lays it off for Cooper Sanchez, who's tackled. Ref says play. No, foul. Looks like he got the ball pretty cleanly. Mel Gibson has a house in Costa Rica. He probably has a house in a lot of places. Did Mexico bring their A team? I honestly have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, Daniel Spider says, just wanted to say you're the GOAT, man. You're a big part of the reason my family can keep up to date with Team USA and actively support them. Keep up the great work as always. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Your whole family keeps up because of me? That's great. And there's people on Twitter saying, all I do is whine and I'm a net negative for American soccer. While most of them are hiding behind a anonymous PFP and USMNT fan 42. Actually, it's like MLS fan 42310. But thank you. I'm glad to hear that. That makes me very happy. And thank you for the super chat. This is the best USMNT U20 team I have seen in years. This is our C team. I'm telling you, the future is very bright. This is our C team. So many guys missing. So many guys missing. Sebastian Berhalter got an assist for Middlesbrough today. He looked pretty good. Yeah, the championship is his level. There's a reason he didn't go to a top 5 league, right? He went to the championship, which is an upgrade from MLS, but not by much. Hey, P, what do you think was the biggest limited from keeping you going pro as a footballer? Elite athleticism, number one, and not the right environment to become a pro. And also not enough talent, right? Like I didn't play enough growing up to ever have a shot. So I was missing a good academy, right, that I could be trained in, elite talent, and elite athleticism. So I was missing a lot. Have you seen all these empty Leagues Cup stadiums? Can't believe they killed Open Cup for this. Yeah, it's so sad. So sad. But, what do you expect from a joke of a league like MLS? That's 0 for 3. Like, I was good at all of those things. I was just not elite. Like, to be a pro, you have to be more than just good. You have to be really good. And even then, you don't necessarily have a shot. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because he's not going to hold his own in the Prem. He's not. Also, let me be clear. Who else holds their own in the Prem? Brendan Aronson. Do you guys think Brendan Aronson is a good player and a serious contributor to the U.S. men's national team? Because I don't. So even if he holds his own in the Prem, that doesn't actually mean that he's good enough for the U.S. men's national team. Sometimes you can be a certain type of role player in the Prem, but that doesn't mean that you're good enough for the national team. Sorry, I have seen so much of Berhalter. Just because he goes to the Premier League, that doesn't change my mind. And you can disagree with me and think he's a good player, but I have seen enough of him to have my opinion on who Berhalter is. Like, I'm not going to change my mind on that unless he magically becomes a different player tomorrow. I'm glad he left MLS and I'm glad he's going to push himself, but I don't think he's a good player. Yes, the under-20s have done quite well, considering that this is our under-20 team. Oh, what is that Costa Rican guy crying about over there? Considering this is our C team, guys, this is very impressive how well they've done. But they need to start scoring here. Need to create some chances. All right. Attempted switch, kicked out. Injury for a Costa Rican player. Who's better for you, Bellingham or Pogba? For me, Pogba. It's hard because Pogba has not played for such a long time, right? Such a long time. Oh, please. He didn't do anything. First, he came and pushed him. Look at this. He pushed him, and then he pushed him back, and he fell all over the place trying to get him sent off. What a clown. I think Bellingham's a better player right now. Maybe in his prime, Pogba was better, but for me right now, definitely Bellingham. Spencer Doherty says, also, in terms of how bad MLS is, Colorado Springs Switchback spanked Kansas City 3-0 last year with KC's A-team. This guy is making a whole meal out of it. He literally shoulder barged him, and he's holding his face like he did something to his face. This is so ridiculous. Honestly, you should send this kid off. You should send this kid off for simulation. He's holding his face like the guy like him hit his face with a hammer or something. So stupid. He's still crying. What is going on? Yeah, send this guy off. I saw what Contreras did. He didn't do anything. He shoulder barged him. Here. So he came and pushed him for no reason. No, he didn't even touch his face. He didn't even touch his face. He shoulder barged him. Oh, cry. Oh, number 20 spent 15 minutes on the ground holding his face like a little clown. What a stupid kid. Didn't even touch his face. Didn't even touch his face. I would have sent him off just for that. Oh, God. All right. The U.S. still has the ball. We've really only created maybe 1/2 chance. We're having a lot of the ball, but we're not creating enough here. Someone sign him to Hollywood, please. It wasn't even good acting. Yeah, Fox is not showing anything. Oh, now 11 is play acting. Oh, no, he's fine. Bollywood is better for him. Costa Rica can't do anything with the ball. They are that bad. Like the gap between us and them is very clear. The problem is, despite the clear gap, we're not creating enough. We're having a lot of the ball, but then we get in the final third, and it's a little bit sloppy. Why didn't we bring baby Haaland? I don't know. I don't know why we didn't bring him. Maybe Columbus Crew wouldn't let him. There's a lot of guys we could have brought. Justin Ellis, Julian Hall, baby Haaland. Oh, this is nice work. Square it back. Nobody makes the run. Nobody makes the run. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Yep, free kick. Big love from UK. Thanks, SC Kingdom. Maz Mohammed says, hey, Pete, thoughts on Xanti Oyharcabal? I haven't seen Oyharcabal play a lot, I'll be honest. I only saw him that one game in the second round, or in the last game of the group stage, and I thought he looked good. I need to see more of him to really have a strong opinion. Pete, England scored 6 against France. Still buzzing. I'm glad. I'm glad you're having a good time. Hey, you know, better. I like England more than France. I'll tell you that much. Cod Go says, 11 Yanks, love your channel ever since the World Cup. Started following you. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, free kick. Dylan Vanny is going to take it. Let's please try to score from this one. Dylan Vanny. Oh, off the defender. Costa Rica clear their lines. Volley it. Blocked. Not bad from Contreras. Gives it back to Tristan Brown. I like these kids. I like the technique on these kids. I mean, sure, it's CONCACAF, right? It's CONCACAF, but considering it's our C team, this is actually quite impressive, guys. This is quite impressive. %90 possession is crazy 20 minutes in. Yeah, Costa Rica are just going to sit back, and we're going to have to try to break them down. And doing that in Mexico is very good. It's good for this team. I really hope that we actually win this game and then go play Mexico in the final. Who has the highest ceiling on this team? That's a great question, Steven. I don't know. I like a lot of the center backs. Christopher Cups, Chris Applewhite, even Tristan Brown has looked good. Dino Klapija looks very interesting. Um, Xanti Oyharcabal is another one. There's some interesting pieces there. I don't think anybody stands out as having an incredible ceiling, but the good thing about youth players is you don't know who's going to make it and who's not, right? Some of these guys may never make it as professionals. Some of them will be middling MLS players. We'll see. But numbers is what matter, right? If you have a good development environment and you're churning out 30, 40 guys every season, even if only 20% of them actually make it and 10% of them become elite, then you're churning out, 6, 7, 8 guys every year that are potentially elite players. So that's what you want. Oh, yeah, that's right. Marsh is coaching the under-20s, the Canadian under-20s. All right, we've got the ball. We're in a good transition moment. They're going to foul us. Free kick. Yellow card for the Costa Rican player. Fox Sports 1 is showing the Mexico versus Canada semifinal, but not the USA semifinal. Oh, that's a bad tackle. Even if they are MLS lifers but are good, they raise the level of the league. I mean, yeah, if they're good, for sure. Is Vanny legit or a Nepo baby who's lucky? I honestly have no idea. He looks distinctly average to me. I have no idea. He's going to Real Betis, which is actually a good thing because then in Real Betis, they won't care what his name is. He'll probably be with their academy and we'll see what he looks like. A lot of these guys, they're fine, anywhere from fine to good. But I don't, that doesn't mean anything, right? Cade Cowell was good in the youth ranks. Diego Luna was good in the youth ranks. Kobe Hernandez Foster looked excellent. Jalen Neal in the youth ranks. Jack McGlynn looked good in the youth ranks. So it's really hard to tell if you're still playing at the youth level, right? And there are so many under 20s. That ridiculous shot by Dylan Vanny. Completely unnecessary. Don't lose it there. Contreras down the line. The U.S. just looks miles ahead of Costa Rica, guys. Cross! Cleared. We're looking better. A little more dynamic. Don't shoot from there. You're not... Yeah, Jonathan Gomez, right? Jonathan Gomez. Another one that looked good at the youth ranks. Caleb Wiley, right? Alejandro Alvarado, Richie Ledesma, Alex Mendez, Sebastian Soto, Paxton Pomykal, right? Where does it end? There's so many guys who looked good at the youth ranks. David Ochoa. And look what happened to them now. Could Ramiz Hamuda be a center back option long term? Potentially. Again, look at the amount of young center backs that we have coming through the ranks right now. Right? You've got Tristan Brown, Chris Applewhite, Christopher Cups, Ian James, right? Andre Kirilla, Neil Pierre, Ethan Kohler, Ramiz Hamuda, Josh Winder, and a few others. Okay, so you've got some guys that are potential. Probably a lot of them are never going to become elite, but you only need 2 or 3 of them to become elite, right? And a lot of them have a good foundation. They have a good technical foundation. None of these guys are that good. If they were, they wouldn't have been released by their clubs. Sure, but some of the center backs, if you're 18 years old, some clubs are going to play their 18-year-old center back and some are not, right? So is Chris Applewhite really worse than Ian James? I don't know. I just think Columbus has better options at center back than Sporting KC does. But I don't know that Chris Applewhite is necessarily worse than Ian James, right? I mean, this team has conceded what? 1 goal the whole tournament? So you got to give it to our keeper and our center backs. Free kick for Costa Rica. I'm going to take the TSRC route and wait to see before I whip out the lube. For any U20 kid, thank you. Ulysses Yanes Jr. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, You don't have to whip the lube out for any one kid, but you monitor them and you see how they do and you see what they become. And again, a lot of it is a numbers game, right? We should have 10 Kevin Sullivans, not one. We should have 10 Mathis Alberts, not one. We should have 10 Xavier Gozos, 10 Adri Mehmetis. Then you're a Brazil or an Argentina or an England or a France or a Spain. Okay, so right now it's like, yeah, we have a lot of guys coming through. How many of them are going to end up being elite? That is the big question. Some of them look more likely, like Kevin and Albert. Even Mehmeti has potential. Some of them might be good players, but not elite players, right? Pete, what time are you at? I'm at 24:56. Let me put the I'm at 25 now. So I'm slightly behind FUTMOB at 26:26. 10 Jackson Ewells. I think Neil Pierre will be our best center back by the time of the 2030 World Cup. I see so much talent in him. I mean, that's a big claim, right? He'll only be 22 years old, so just 1 year older than Alex Freeman right now. Alex Freeman could be our best center back. Chris Richards will be in his prime right then, right? So that's hopefully 3 right there, but you need at least 5. You need at least 5 or 6 elite center backs so you can feel comfortable about injuries and rotation and depth, right? We didn't even have 3 elite center backs at this World Cup. We had 2. We had Richards and we had Freeman, and then we paired, old man Ream with them. And Austin Trusty's good, but not elite, right? David Malwan says, hey, Pete, did you get a chance to see Seb Berhalter play today? He looked excellent. Excellent passing ability. Super underrated. Yes, in the championship, guys. We have to stop acting like the championship is good enough for the national team, right? Who else is in the championship? Aiden Morris is there, right? Haji Wright, third choice striker for us. You know who else is in the championship? Patrick Agyemang. Patrick Agyemang is there. Just because you show well in the championship does not mean you're a player that's going to help our national team at a World Cup level. Look, don't get me wrong. In CONCACAF, Berhalter will probably be fine, right? You're going to a Gold Cup with Sebastian Berhalter, that's fine. But you're talking about guys that are going to make us better and actually help us go deeper at a World Cup. Oh, oof. Almost a really good. Oh, that was a really nice header by Tristan Brown there. Good save by the Costa Rican keeper. We have another corner here. Cleared it. Create some space. All right, Dylan Vanny's cross. Header. Grabbed by the keeper. Let's see. Average Joe says, I think we throw around the term elite too much. Richards plays for Crystal Palace. That's a mid-table Prem team. Elite is UCL level. So if you play for Bodo Glimt, are you then elite? If you play for Sparta Prague, are you elite? I don't know if you can say that because, listen, mid-table Prem level is starter for Juventus. That's the truth. That's the truth. You can say mid-table Prem in the best league in the world, but he'd easily play for a Juventus or an AC Milan. That's the truth. Would you take current Keylor Navas for the U.S., Unk? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take Keylor Navas. He's too old now. He's quite old. All right, we're having a lot of the ball, guys. We're having a lot of the ball. Not creating a ton, though. It's like the final third, some of the movement and combination play in the final third is still quite lacking. And we got to be careful because all it takes is one counterattack from Costa Rica. They've definitely defended better than a lot of other teams we've had. Contreras, Cooper Sanchez, all the way back to Dunham, Tristan Brown. Off Costa Rica for a throw. 28 minutes, guys. Question for my noob ass. What is the ranking of Euro leagues? Is one Prem? Yeah, the Prem is definitely number 1. And then who? Bundesliga? I wouldn't put Bundesliga. I would probably put La Liga as number 2. I would have La Liga as number 2. And then I would have Bundesliga is number 3, Serie A is number 4, and then Ligue 1 is number 5. You see Banks with the USA. He reminds me of Boateng. I mean, the dude didn't want to go to a World Cup with the USA, so it's hard to see it unless he suddenly changes his mind, right? Oh, Dylan Vanney trying to create something, but the goalkeeper comes off his line and smothers. Guys, can you help him out in the chat? I don't want to keep repeating myself about where they can watch it. If somebody new comes in the chat and asks where they can watch it, can you just put them in the just let them know, because I don't want to keep saying it over and over and over again. CONCACAF channel with VPN. Yeah, you guys can put it. So we're having a lot of the ball. Nice running into space there from Chris Applewhite. You know, when you watch a player do that, a center back actually takes space with the ball instead of just passing it or kicking it. This is excellent play. Excellent. Oh, I see the idea there. The idea is good. Those are elite traits, right? A center back who's not afraid to take the ball on the dribble reminds me a little of Alex Freeman. I hope he gets some minutes over at Columbus, Tristan Brown. Any country that's not in North America, Jos L. Vigo. Any country not in North America, just put the UK or Thailand, anywhere. Not in North America, and then you can watch it. I thought Contreras has been quite good today. Jaden Contreras. Oh, long ball over the top. Oh my God, Tristan Brown, what was that? Oh, very nice tackle there. Very nice tackle by Chris Applewhite. No, actually, it was Chris Applewhite who made the mistake and Tristan Brown who covered up for him. Well done. That was really good. Or maybe it was Musindin. Javon Musindin. Yeah, it could be Javon Musindin. Maybe that was Musindin. Pete, have you seen the conspiracy that Argentina lost the final on purpose? Yeah, no. I've seen it, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Why would they lose the final on purpose? I think in the second half, if we don't score, we need to bring on guys like Xanti Oyharcabal, Dino Klapija. That's a very deep cross to nobody. Does Gaga Slanina have any hope, or is he pretty much done? I mean, he's 22, so you're not done at 22, but it's not looking good for sure. Probably needs to come back to MLS. The question is, does any MLS team even want him? They should. People say, oh, he's not even good enough for MLS. Have you seen some of the garbage goalkeepers that we have in MLS? I think he can still play in MLS. Oh, Costa Rica steals the ball and drags the shot wide. No, Chelsea did not kill Gaga. Gaga had opportunities. He went on loan to Eupen in Belgium, and then he went to Barnsley in Ligue 1. Chelsea did not kill him. I'm not a fan of Chelsea's, as a football club and as a development place, but they did not kill him. He had opportunities. He was playing first-team soccer in Belgium and in England, and he wasn't good enough. They claim it's because FIFA would ban them if they won. Ban them from what? Yeah, Shaw has not been very good. Shaw's been very quiet. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, we're stealing it. Shot, turn is wide and over the bar. All right, thanks, Pete. As a Chelsea fan, I appreciate being told it wasn't our fault. For the Falklands Islands banner. Well, that's their fault. They should have won the World Cup. They should have won the World Cup and then said, ban us if you want. What are you going to ban us from? You won the World Cup. Costa Rica here. Throw in for Costa Rica. People are saying goal. I'm like, how far behind am I? This is crazy. I'm not saying a goal. All right, ball stolen, long ball. Where is this goal, guys? How far behind am I? That's wild. Okay, we steal the ball. Contreras shoots. Oh, wow. What was that? What a strike. What a strike. Well done. Yeah, I'm like 2 minutes behind y'all. This is insane. Oh, it's Ruben Ramos, the LA Galaxy kid. That's who that is. Really nice goal from Ruben Ramos. Yeah, we did. 1-0, guys. 1-0. So let's see. We took the ball here. Ruben Ramos takes it. Has a shot. What did it deflect? Oh, it deflected off the defender. Yeah, deflected. The goalkeeper had already committed. Oh my God, but it still went straight at the goalkeeper and went right between his legs. Yeah, that was a deflection for sure. But hey, we'll take him. We deserve it. I mean, we've been the better team for sure. Edgar Castillo says, hey, Pete, have you noticed that Herc has been weird lately with his takes? LOL. He tends to pander to the audience depending on network. He changed, man. Yeah, I don't know. I disagree very strongly with Herc on his take about Pochettino. He may end up being right. Where I disagree with Herc is he says, look, Pochettino shouldn't get renewed because he's not going to stick around. I disagree. First of all, we don't know if he's going to stick around. And second of all, even if he doesn't stick around, I would still bring it. If he stays 2 years and then leaves, that's 2 more years of having a good coach. Oh, nobody there. That's 2 more years of having a good coach, right? So I don't know what he's thinking. I oftentimes don't agree with Herc on things, and mostly with Herc, I think what happens is he has a take, but he doesn't always back it up. He just says stuff. Like when he goes, Rudy Garcia ate Pochettino's lunch. Okay, you ate Pochettino's lunch. How did he eat his lunch? Number one. Number two, what would you have done differently, Herc, that you think Pochettino should have done against this Belgium team? If you can explain that, I'm open to talking to you about it, but ultimately, he doesn't. So I just disagree with him on that. Baby Holland is not an actual Baby Holland. His name is Chase Adams, and he plays for the Columbus Crew. He's not Baby Holland. He's a middling striker at best. Baby Murata. All right, guys, hit that like button if you haven't already done so. While we're having a bit of a break, let's have a quick word from our sponsor, FanDuel. Maybe he's baby Duncan McGuire. honestly, from what I've seen of Chase Adams, I don't really see a lot of tools there. So once again, guys, what we have here, Arsenal versus Coventry in the Premier League opening day, plus 1,300, guys. I'm probably going to put $5-10 there. Hull, you could put $5 on Hull to beat Man United. It's unlikely, but it's possible, right? Everton, Crystal Palace, margins are too small. Nottingham Forest Leeds, margins are too small. All the margins are pretty small in every single one of these until you get to Man City Bournemouth. Plus 500 is always interesting. I could throw $5 there. But other than that, the margins look, even Fulham Chelsea, look how small those margins are. So those are the opening game of the Premier League margins. Personally, I don't think they're great. Edgar Castillo says, when he's on ESPN Deportes, he goes on anti-Mexico rants / pro USMNT rants. And then in USA networks, he goes on anti-USA rants / pro Mexico. I think that's what he's trying to do. I think he thinks that hot takes will get you more clicks. The problem is, I don't think the hot takes actually do anything for your brand long term. People don't actually watch you for your hot takes. It goes viral, but you're not going to build a loyal fan base. The only reason Alexi Lalas is still around is because Fox loves his ass, right? But if he had to actually start his own YouTube channel, and that's the thing, right? That's the big question. You can keep a job on a network. That doesn't mean you're popular. If you had to start your own YouTube channel and it's just you, then you find out how much people actually want to watch you. All right, free kick for Costa Rica here, guys. If the US and Mexico wins today, it will be the first both of them qualifies to the Olympics together since the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. Well, the US is already qualified as hosts, right? The US is already qualified as hosts. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. All right, the US here. Cooper Sanchez is on the ball. Oh, good attempted first time pass there from Dylan Vanney. Costa Rican keeper pushes it up. Ref says no foul. Cooper Sanchez gives it to Chris Applewhite. Chris Applewhite to Mussenden. Cooper Sanchez dropping deep. Chris Applewhite. Oh, beautiful. Oh, good idea from Chris Applewhite with the through ball there. I've already got men's Olympic soccer quarterfinals tickets in Nashville. Isn't the Olympics all in LA? Isn't it all in Los Angeles? How is it in Nashville? How many of these players have got MLS minutes? Not many. I think Tristan Brown has like 2. I have this on file. Tristan Brown has like 8 minutes for Columbus Crew this season, I think. Ruben Ramos has less than 100 minutes for LA Galaxy. Other than that, I don't think anybody. Christopher Cups had a few. Also, some of these guys don't play in MLS. William Lodmel, the goalkeeper, plays for Sporting Club de Portugal. He's in their academy. And then, what's his name? Xanti Oyharcabal plays for Athletic Bilbao. Dino Klapija, I mean, neither of them are on the field, plays for RB Leipzig, their academy. So some of these guys, Javon Mussenden hasn't gotten any minutes. Tristan Brown has got very few. Braden doesn't play in MLS. Braden Dunham plays for Louisville City. Cooper Sanchez is a starter for Atlanta. He's started every single game. He has 1,000 minutes for Atlanta. Trying to think who else here. Dylan Vanney has gotten 0 minutes for the Galaxy. He's going to Real Betis. I haven't seen Jaden Contreras at all. Who else in this lineup? I think that's pretty much it. Let me pull the score back up for you guys. Thought mob. Wait, what am I doing? All right, we're in overtime, or extra time, I'm sorry. Jaden Contreras plays for North Texas. He's 18 years old. He's gotten 0 minutes for FC Dallas. North Texas is FC Dallas's second team. Okay, here comes Costa Rica. Well blocked by Braden Dunham. Yeah, so Jaden Contreras. Alexander Shaw's gotten a few minutes for Miami. A few. Very few. Colton Swann plays for Charleston Battery, I believe. Yeah, he's in the USL. He's got like 11 goals in the USL. All right. Corner for Costa Rica here. Staring at the bottom of the glass. All right, so they pull it back. Oh my God, the kid couldn't even put his foot on it. Bad mistake. Ends up going all the way back to the keeper, and they lose that edge. Not great from Costa Rica there. Chris Applewhite has not gotten a single minute for Nashville. And by the way, I know we all like BJ Callahan. He's not given a single minute to an American teenager at Nashville. Not one. He's given them to 20 and 21-year-olds like Reed Baker Whiting and Matthew Corcoran, but their academy is not producing players. Chris Applewhite would be the first one coming out of Nashville. Maybe in the second half of the season. Let's hope. Because we need all the center back help we can get. Will the U.S. have another Howard? Not anytime soon. Do you see one? I don't. You forgive Freeze. What do you mean forgive Freeze? I'm not going to forgive him. He doesn't deserve forgiveness. Also, how do you define forgive, Mex boy? He's a shit goalkeeper. I can forgive him in that I'm not going to hold it against him, but he shouldn't be the goalkeeper for the national team. The problem, though, is who's going to do it then? Who's going to do it? There's not a lot of great options right now. This is why we really have to go get Brandon Nazawa. Put all the pressure on Taishi Brandon Nazawa to come play for us. Foul on Cooper Sanchez. Free kick for the U.S. I don't know about Schweik, guys. I've seen Schweik play. It just seems like more of the same. More of the same. Like, I've watched Brian Schweik play limited minutes. I'm just like, yeah, it's a good MLS goalkeeper, but so is Matt Friesen, so is Matt Turner. Like, and so is Chris Brady. He can't play with his feet. I'll tell you that right now. Brian Schweik cannot play with his feet. Colton has just started playing professionally, right? Just started playing professionally, so he's not ready. But yeah, Brandon Nazawa should be our number one. Oh, it's Shawaki? Brian Shawaki? Almost sounds Japanese. Okay, so Brian Shawaki, for me, is not ready. I wouldn't hate him being called up, but to me, it's more of the same. More of the same shit. That's how I see it. On FOTMob, it says Chris Applewhite played in 5 MLS games and 2 Open Cup games for Nashville. Let me check that out because that would be good news. Chris Applewhite. I'm looking right now. He's on the bench. He's not played a single minute. He's been on the bench. And he's played for Huntsville City in MLS Next Pro. but he hasn't played for Nashville. I can tell you that right now. I'm looking at it right here. Is the game poorly attended or is the stadium empty? Oh, the stadium's very empty. But it's an under-20 championship, and it's also the Azteca. There's probably a couple, maybe 1,000 people there. I don't blame them. Thoughts on the new MLS commish, Don Garbage 2.0? Yeah, it's more of the same garbage, right? It's not, the commissioner doesn't really matter that much. The commissioner does whatever the owners want. So the commissioner, Larry Berg, is just, it's the status, he's a status quo guy, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Edgar Castillo says, Pete, thoughts on Justin Ellis? He's been impressive, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Justin Ellis. Every time I see him, I like him a lot. He does not look like an American player. He looks like a more technical player. I like the way he can take people on the dribble. I like his passing range. I like his vision. He isn't the most goal dangerous, but he's got more assists than he's got goal. He seems a little goal shy. I don't actually think Justin Ellis is like a 9-9. He's more like a second striker in a front 2 or a 10. That's how I have him. But we'll see how he continues to develop. But definitely playing very well for Orlando. Louis Lebovitz says, what do you think September roster will look like? I'm going to do a whole video on that. I'm going to do a whole video on the September roster about what I think it's going to look like. I'm going to do, just to give you a clue of what's coming up, early next week, I'm going to do a transfer ratings. I'm going to look at all the transfers that we've had so far and rate them. Then I'm going to do an update on the which MLS teams are developing American teenagers video. And then we're probably going to take a look after that at the Olympic roster video. Grindstone says, as someone who decided to get more into USL, it's great to see what we are doing in Atletico Dallas. Can't wait to watch Pro Rel soon. Yeah, I'm watching, I go watch Orange County games. I hear Turner fans rave about his shot stopping, but always gives us USMNT for poor positioning and goofy hops. Yeah, look, Turner, it's like, it's a lot of like MLS fans. Like, ooh, Turner's great in MLS. On the global stage, that doesn't mean jack shit. And we've seen him. He's also in his 30s now. Like, he's not going to get any better. North Korean Pirate says, transfer market has been down for 2 days. Can't check players' history very well without it. Yeah, it's tough. Hopefully they'll figure that shit out at some point. Right now, I'll just try to monitor them on like SofaScore or FotMob. That's mostly what I use. I'm not a big fan of Taha Habrun, guys. I'm really not. I think he's fine. But something about him kind of screams MLS lifer to me. Just the other day, people were trying to gas up Matt Freese's Leagues Cup performance on USMNT Reddit. It almost doesn't matter what he does for NYCFC now, right? Whatever he does for NYCFC, it's like, we've seen you at the international level. You suck. It's going to be very hard for him to earn that trust back. Johnny Lee, I'm going to tell you very simply right now that I cannot show the game for obvious reasons. I don't have the rights. I will get copyright strikes, demonetized, and I might even have my channel taken down if I try to show the game. I'm going to say that to you one time to explain what you should frankly already know. But if you keep spamming the chat, I'm going to have to ban you, okay? Just every time I watch Taha Habrun play for the Columbus Crew, he just doesn't look very effective. That's why I don't really... I think he has a nice little move here and there, but I don't think his passing range is very good. I see him give away the ball more often than not, to be honest. Gozo to Palace is not confirmed. No. He's doing a medical today. Draw important moments of the game in Microsoft Paint. Opinion on Gozo to Palace. Apparently, they view him as a 10 or a wide player. He's 100% a wide player. I'm going to talk more about this in my transfer videos, but I'm very skeptical of this move. I'm very skeptical because I just think it's a very big jump for him. But I'm hopeful that maybe they see something in him that they think he's ready. I would say don't be surprised if he doesn't get a ton of minutes. Maybe he'll get some Europa League minutes. That's the other side of that coin. They have Europa League. They also generally are pretty good with young players, Palace. So, it could work out. I'm more of a play it safe, kind of go somewhere where it's an intermediate step because the Prem is very, very punishing. And I'm not sure that Xavier Gozo is ready for the Prem. But I hope he proves me wrong. I hope he goes there and balls out because, man, being effective in the Prem would probably make you a lock-in starter for the US, right? He's better than Aronson, and he does fine. Is he better than Aronson? Do we know that for sure? I don't know if we know that. I think we have some MLS. I actually don't see Xavier Gozo beating players as much as people think he does. I watch him play multiple times. He's a good finisher, and he gets in good positions, but I don't see him take on players and actually beat them. I don't see that, even in MLS. So I hope he does well there. I hope he does. I like him, but I just think it's going to be a very, very big jump for him. Never heard of half these kids, to be honest. I'm just lucky the Galaxy has some diamonds in the rough, even if it's cubic zirconia for El Tree. Pete, what's your take on John Pork and Tim Cheese's chances for the next final? What? I just feel our keeper situation is not going to be better by 2030, Poch or no Poch. That's why we got to go get fucking, what's his name? Taishi Brandon Nozawa. Brandon Nozawa. Julian Vivas, the Lehigh, Utah boy. Greetings from Lehigh, Utah. What do you think of Kevin Sullivan taking accountability? Loved that. Also, I like Gozo going to the Premier League. Either go big or go home. So, love Kevin Sullivan taking accountability. That's 16 years old, taking accountability for his whole team. As far as Gozo, go big or go home is like, then you go home, right? Like, I think he should have gone to a more intermediate place like the Netherlands or even the Bundesliga first. But the kid is betting on himself. And look, maybe a lot of those guys weren't willing to pay the 15 million that Palace was willing to pay and that Real Salt Lake demanded. So in some ways, I get it. I really hope it works out. I really do. I really do. Let's just call him Brandon. It sounds more American than Japanese that way. Yeah, for sure. If he becomes ours, we're going to call him Brandon Nozawa for sure. That's his name, Taishi Brandon Nozawa. What makes us think that we'll get him given Poch's recruitment? Yeah, I don't know, right? We have to hope that they're recruiting him. I don't know what to say. To be fair to Poch, he did go after Noah Kai Banks, right? Pete, would you go back to a 4-2-3-1 for the senior team with Tim Ream out? No. I would just replace Tim Ream with Austin Trusty for now. Austin Trusty for now. That's what I would do. Can't Gozo get a loan? I doubt they're going to pay $15 million for him and then loan him out, right? Also, I like Cavan more than Pulley. I've never seen Pulisic take accountability. I've seen him take more rest than anything. Yeah, I said this about Pulisic. He alternates between resting and being injured, and then injured and resting. Resting, injured, injured, resting. And when he's not doing that, he's criticizing people for criticizing him for resting. That's Christian Pulisic for you in a nutshell. Yes, Edgar did say that the Federation has spoken to Brandon Nazawa. That is correct. Hopefully Edgar is right. He's usually right on things. And hopefully we do get, because guys, if we get Nazawa, that's an instant upgrade for this team right there. And I feel very confident in all the other positions that we have on the field, whether right now or some of the prospects coming through. Goalkeeper is the one where I'm just so unsure. So if we get Brandon Nazawa, it's huge. Huge for us. It's like as huge as getting Fuller and Balogun. Remember when we didn't have Fuller and Balogun before, after a 22 World Cup and we just didn't have a good striker? Getting Balogun changed all of that now, right? Getting Brandon Nazawa would essentially be the same thing. He plays in Belgium. He plays for Royal Antwerp right now, but he's 23 years old. He's 23 years old, right? So still very young, playing well for Antwerp, and there were rumors about him going to a top 5 league this summer. But we had Zardes. Colbreth should be a priority as well. Yeah, the difference is it's a harder sell to Colbreth because he's playing for Germany's youth teams, and he's got the Euros, under 21 Euros. It's much harder to try to get Colbreth. Whereas your sales pitch to Nazawa is Zion Suzuki is the same age as you, and he's going to be 15 years the starter for Japan. So why not come to the US where you're a locked-in starter? It's a much easier sales pitch than it is to Colbreth. So Japan doesn't allow dual citizenship. This is the issue. The thing is, though, they don't really enforce it. They don't really enforce. You can get U.S. citizenship, but they may or may not take it away from you. That's the problem. It's a weird one with Japan because you can have both. Technically, Japan does not recognize dual citizenship, and many have dual citizenship, Japanese and also American citizenship. Many of them do. The problem, and Japan doesn't enforce it. The problem is when it's a high-profile case like this guy leaving the Japanese national team to go to the U.S., they might try to enforce it as a retributionary thing, right? Stephen Tokyo, well, there you go. He says, I'm a dual Japan-U.S. citizen. Which one did you get first, Stephen? Did you get the U.S. first? Did you get Japan first? And how did it work for you? Give us some insight into that process. He would have to file a one-time switch. Yeah, he would have to file a one-time switch to the U.S. for sure, because he's got, been called up for them before. All right, second half is about to kick off, guys. Let's see if there's any changes here. Ruben Ramos with the goal. Who came in? Nobody came in, it doesn't look like. I'm surprised Colin Gusky is not starting over Alexander Shaw. Where's Colin Gusky when you need him? Whoa. Costa Rica almost scored here. He was offside anyway. Costa Rica almost scored, guys. Edgar Moreno. Nathan Brooks. That's the guy to follow. His name is Edgar Moreno. He has some interesting sources. He's not always right, but he is a lot of the time. Ooh. Oh, that's tight. He almost didn't get the ball there, Dunham. He almost didn't get the ball. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Dax Palmer came in for Costa Rica. Christian Bravo says, AI says Nozawa could play for us and keep his Japanese citizenship because he had both at birth. Their law evidently applies to newly gained passports. Oh, interesting. Well, that would be great for sure. I don't know that I trust AI, though. But that would be great. Was Brandon Nozawa a U.S. citizen at birth? Like, he is born in Japan. He may not have gotten citizenship he was born, acquired birthright citizenship through his U.S. citizen father under U.S. immigration laws for children born abroad to one citizen parent. I'm not sure how AI would know his citizenship status, though. That's the question. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how AI would know that. Uh-oh, is this going to be a red card for Dunham? Who is winning? The U.S. is winning. 1-0. Oh, play on. Play on. No red. Here. There's the score for you. Ruben Ramos with a 36th minute goal. If we win today, and I see what day the final is, I'll probably do the final if it's on Monday. Monday or Tuesday. It could be, it'll be against either Mexico or Canada. So it could be quite a fun final to do. I won't be watching the Mexico-Canada game later today because I have to work. All right. The final is Sunday? That's in 2 days. That's in 2 days. Today's Friday. How can you have a final 48 hours after the semifinal? That's wild. Well, if it's on Sunday, I'm probably not going to be able to do it then. Oh, yeah, he was way offside on that attempt from Costa Rica. Costa Rica is going to come hard at us. We're only up 1-0, guys. We're only up 1-0. If Mexico wins, they are having a full Azteca on Sunday. Yeah, 100% they are. And that's good for our boys. To go play against Mexico at the Azteca is a very good thing. So I kind of hope Mexico wins. Remember, we have a very soft senior team, guys. A very soft senior team. We want these young boys to get, any kind of like experiences that are not comfortable as possible. Maybe that's why Segarra is rotated, because he thinks he has enough to beat Costa Rica, and then for the final, he'll have more rested players. Yeah, S27, a big talent, obviously. A big talent, Kevin Sullivan. I feel like, he's playing well, he's getting minutes, he looks like one of the most dangerous players on his team, for sure. And to do that at 16 years old is incredible. So let's see how he continues to develop. Will there be fireworks outside the hotel for a youth final? Possibly. Very possibly. Who has the best shot here of making the USMNT? Honestly, probably some of the center backs. Maybe a Chris Applewhite, Tristan Brown, guys like that. That's my guess. Yeah, Indy practice car racing. All right. Oh, that's a beautiful pass. Contreras, 1v1, steps inside, pushed. Ref says no. Contreras needs to put on some muscle when he gets home to Dallas. Good technical player. Definitely needs to put on some muscle. Ooh, good attempted ball. Shot. Oh, over the top. Over the top. No, Cavan is not playing. Kevin Sullivan was not released for this tournament. He's playing with the Philadelphia Union, which is where he should be rather than playing for this. He's playing at a pro level already. All right, long ball. Yeah, this is like a C team, guys. This is a C team. Cavan should get a September call-up. Yeah, why not? Why not? The September-October games, the 4 games are all friendlies. So we should use them to give young players opportunities. And whoever shows well in that camp, oh, here comes Contreras again. Ah, final ball was poor. Final ball was poor from Contreras. But yeah, whoever plays well in those camps, then you invite them for the Nations League camp in November. Boom. I'd rather see Cavan than Pulisic. Yeah, I would not call up Pulisic for that September, October window. Let him do what he loves to do best. Rest. Pulisic loves to rest. Let him rest. He is best when he is at rest. So to the rest, I say, let him rest. Let him sleep. Let him nap. Let him sit and be quiet. Let him meditate on how nothing matters. Nothing is a big tournament. It's all just good. And he needs to rest. He's going to be swiping on Tinder. Or Raya. Let Pulisic rest like he is 80 years old. Yeah, exactly. Oh! Decent ball from Contreras. Pulisic strikes me as someone who will retire at 31. Yes, it does. Yes, he does. Oh, nice play. Ball over the top. Cleared by Costa Rica. Still 1-0 in the 55th minute, guys. Still 1-0. Let's see how this goes. Can't let Costa Rica sneak their way back in because we've still had a ton of the ball. We just really haven't created a lot of chances. I like this Contreras kid a lot. Needs to put on some muscle, but I like the look of him at 18 years old. Kind of scrawny, but technically very good. Oh, almost a good chance there. Almost a good chance there. The whole team has looked better this game. Having a good field is a big deal. Yeah, having a good field really helps the team that wants to play with the ball, which we do. Right? That's what matters. Christian Pulisic will retire and be a pundit. Yeah, but he'll be as lame of a pundit as Landon Donovan. He's gonna talk like, you know how Landon has this like monotone, like, yeah, and I said that I don't think he should do it because I think he should, come to MLS at the LA Galaxy, right? Because the LA Galaxy is, you'll get minutes there, and it's a good place to get minutes. And then if you lose your hair, I also know a good, barber who can get you a toupee, and then she'll like glue it to your head, and it will be good for your confidence and your self-esteem. And so I think that's what Christian Pulisic should do. I don't think he'd be a very good commentator, just like I don't think Landon Donovan is a very good commentator. By the way, did anyone see Landon Donovan's crazy story about when he was coaching the San Diego Loyal and everything was going well, but he wanted to start some shit, but he couldn't because the team was playing too well? So he waited for one player to do one thing in training, and then he went after him and then cut the whole team, cut the player. I was like, what? That was a wild story. I was like, dude, what is that? Things are going well. You're playing well. The team's playing well. And you're like, I don't like this. It's going too well. We need to fuck shit up a little bit. And then he went and killed one guy's career just to make a point. Oh, okay, here we go. Ruben Ramos. Save. Good shot, Ruben Ramos there. Yeah, he's like Greg Berhalter. He thought it made him sound like a shrewd leader. It's like, no, you just look like a dick, dude. That player was also playing out of position and playing well. The guy who's playing out of position to sacrifice for the team is the guy that you decided to pick on. What a moron. Alex says, as a player, you should treat every tournament the same because if you're nonchalant enough, maybe you'll get to rest soon. Pulisic is a pundit. Yeah, he'd be the most uninspiring pundit out there. All right, here comes the U.S. again. Definitely the better team, and by a fairly large margin, guys. It's not even close. Costa Rica, I don't think William Laudmel has had a single save to make. Like, not one. I Pulisic's mentality is why Americans don't like the USMNT. Need someone with attitude for promo. That's something I'll give Kevin Sullivan credit for. The dude is 16 years old and he's already got that swagger. He's got that swagger. All right, long ball. Imagine you and Tack as pundits. LOL. Tack and his bass voice would have me rolling. We'd be fun pundits, that's for sure. Tack would make the whole statement, would make everybody at home do the nice at 69 minutes. He'd be like, all right, guys, here we are in the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina. Oh, 69th minute. Nice. And then you'd get complaints. All the soft parents would be like, my children were watching and they did not appreciate the sexual references on the broadcast. I demand that guy be fired immediately. He's not even American. He's probably a foreigner. Is it halftime yet? Pulisic. Well said. Well said, Steven Spada. What was that from Costa Rica? Episode 1, episode 2, canceled episode 3, apology. That would be fun. Just let me and Tack do the pundits for one World Cup game. I promise you it will be the most exciting punditry ever. Ball is shot from nowhere into the sky by Costa Rica. Tom Cruise here for the pregame, but he isn't that handsome. Tack at the World Cup final, probably. Tack would openly be shit-talking Argentina on live TV if he was broadcaster. So would I. I'd be like, the fuck is this? This is shit. And then every time the referee gave a biased call to Argentina, we'd call it out. Why haven't we made any subs? I don't know. It's a good question. We should make some subs here. Bring on Oyharcabal and Klapija. And maybe, who else? Brandon Days. I would bring on those three. Or maybe Colin Gusky. I would take off Alexander Shaw, who has not played that well. And I'd bring on Colin Gusky from Orlando. You and Tack just talking like with Rebecca Lowe next to you. And she'd be like, what? Be the funniest shit alive. Oh, we would have a blast. We would have a blast. Oyharcabal, yeah. Santiago Oyharcabal. Not Mikel Oyharcabal. He plays for Spain. This is Xanti Oyharcabal. I would bring on Santi. I would bring on Dino Klapija. And I would bring on Colin Gusky. Oh, look, there's subs happening right now. Who do we got? Who's coming on? Okay. Colin Gusky's coming on. Colin Gusky is coming on. And number 9 is Dino Klapija, right? Am I wrong about that? Let me see. Who's number 9? Oh, so Colin, Xanti, and Dean. Oh, yeah. The exact 3 guys that I wanted just came on. Ooh. Is Gonzalo Segares got me in his ear? Maybe he's listening to this stream. He's got a little earbud piece in. Or he has one of his assistants. One of his assistants being like, whatever Pete says, just do that. He knows what he's talking about. Did you see Middlesbrough? I didn't see the game, but I hope they turn Arfston into a winger. I don't watch the championship. If this was a show, Spicy Jeff would call into the show while in his bathtub. Yeah, where is Spicy Jeff these days? I hope he's okay. Can't be, says the stream is ahead of you. That's a good point. Oh, that's going to be a corner for us. No? Goal kick? Allegedly, Berhalter did really good. Yeah, but is anybody surprised by that? Like, I'm surprised how much people are surprised that Berhalter is doing well in the championship. It's the championship. Like, I'm not that surprised by that, to be honest. Spicy Jeff's signal is bad because he's in the van. Hospital for a Viagra overdose. All right, come on. Let's score a second goal, USA. Come on, Colin. Don't let him get there. Why isn't this game televised? Because Fox is idiots. Fox are idiots. Yeah, I can't see Costa Rica getting better anytime soon, guys. If this is their under 20 team, I really can't see them getting any better anytime soon. Contreras cleared. Nice ball played out to, what's his name? Vanny. I don't know. Vanny looks a little awkward to me sometimes. Gusky has it now. Gusky down for Cooper Sanchez. Contreras. Oh, he's in. Klapija blocked. Dino Klapija blocked. And then Dylan Vanny's shot is way too easily saved. I did see you get retweeted by Men in Blazers and USMNT only. Wait, what? What did they retweet me for? Oh, you know who that must be? That must be Colin. That must be Colton Swann then. That must be Colton Swann. Wait, who retweeted me? I promise you, neither of those guys has ever retweeted me. Men and Blazers made a post on Instagram, and it was your tweet. Which tweet? Men in Blazers. Let's see what they. Which tweet? I don't see anything here. Was it a story or was it a post? Because I don't see Men in Blazers doing anything. It was in reaction to Potch's extension. Yeah, but how long ago was this? I don't see it. Must have been a while back. Laudmel. Oh, Laudmel, big save. He should have held on to that. Dunham saves us there. Laudmel should do better there. He really should. Talking about Potch being back? Oh, gotcha. Well, they never sent me a collab for it, so those guys like to steal your content. All right, long throw. Attempted shot from Costa Rica, and it drags harmlessly wide. Comes off us. Okay, comes off us, so it's a corner for Costa Rica. Thanks, Berlin, for hanging. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. 1-0 to the U.S. It's a picture. It's a picture of you, Tack, and Jeff at the beach. The U.S. is winning 1-0. Knife the Great. See on the screen? USA U20s won. I need you and Tack to break down who the shills yes men are in the U.S. soccer world, because I've been trying to get into other creators, but I don't know if they're honest. Tell me who you've been watching Black Dresses, and I'll tell you if they're a shill or not. But I'll say as a general rule, if they're in mainstream media, they're a shill. Boop. Oof. Oh, Laud Mel, what are you doing? He came off his line and completely missed the ball. Pete, where is Tack? I have no idea where Tack is. All right, free kick for the U.S. in their own box. More of a goal kick, really. Grady says, you guys have a good evening. Just got off work and was looking for the game. Take care, all. Did you find the game, Grady? Did you find it? Hey, Pete, huge fan. Thank you. Thanks for being here, guys. All right, long ball from Costa Rica, guys. We're in the 72nd minute. Contreras again. Costa Rica definitely starting to play better now. They're only one goal down. We have to be careful. Edgar Castillo says, Total Soccer Show is a good podcast if you can get past a few Joe Lowry BS takes. That's always come back to bite him in the ass, Lamau. Yeah, I don't think Joe Lowry knows anything about soccer. I'm going to be very honest. I've seen too many of that guy's terrible takes. He was also a big Berhalter shill. Once anybody who was a big Berhalter shill, I lose all faith in your ability to either know what you're talking about or to give good quality, rational takes. And by the way, Total Soccer Show, bought by The Athletic. Bought by The Athletic. They used to be independent, bought by The Athletic. So, all right, we still have the ball. Long ball switched. Contreras, they're going through Contreras a lot. Ooh, nice work. Beat three guys. Ball goes back to Ruben Ramos. Tristan Brown has it now. Yeah, give and go, same problem. They sold out to Men in Blazers, and then they just became shills for Men in Blazers. The other day, you know what's so funny about give and go? We saw them in Austin. Okay, we saw them in Austin. They said they live in Austin. They went to a U.S. We went to a U.S. soccer game. They were there as well. I said that was the first time they'd ever gone to the Austin Stadium. They don't watch MLS. They hadn't watched any of those teams. Then they get bought by Men in Blazers. And what are they doing? Talking about their favorite Leagues Cup game that they're most looking forward to watching. Massive, massive, massive shills. I'm sorry. The minute they get bought out by a big network, you know they become a shill. Why do you think no one's ever bought me and Tack off? They know we're not going to become shills. These guys never watched MLS. Never. Then they get bought and they're like, ooh, what's your favorite Leagues Cup game today? Which one are you excited for? Oh, I'm excited for this one. Like, come on, guys. How stupid do you think fans are? The minute I heard them call Arston and Roldan great, I unsubbed. Yeah, they're shills. They took the money. They took the money. Useless. I hate when people like start off well and then become shills. I hate that. Yes, it's the Vamos guys from the Vamos network. They had a whole video the other day talking about how much they loved Leagues Cup. All right, apparently there is a goal from a free kick. Very likely. I figured they couldn't afford you to. No, it has nothing to do with affording us. Those guys had more subscribers than we did. It was nothing to do with affording us. They just know that we're not going to become sellouts. They've tried. US Soccer themselves tried to make us sellouts, and they couldn't do it. I'd rather have 8 subscribers and say what I think than get paid $10,000 a month to be a shill. Nice goal. Really nice goal. Well done. Chris Applewhite, the captain. Chris Applewhite with a good goal. Great delivery from the right, slides in, makes it 2-0. Yeah, Tristan Brown and Chris Applewhite have both looked really good in this game. I hope Applewhite starts to get more chances at Nashville. Apple bottom jeans. Grady, happy Friday. Have a great weekend to you too. All right, we're up 2-0. We're going to be in the final, boys. We'll be in the final against either Canada or Mexico. That's his name. His name is Applewhite, Chris Applewhite. Rocco 2. Thank you for the super chat, Rocco. Okay, 2-0, guys. It's looking good now. We've dominated this game for sure from the beginning to end. Let me plug. Yes, Jesse Marsh is coaching Canada's under-20s. That's how poor that federation is. They can't even afford an under-20 coach, which makes no sense to me considering that they just finished being a World Cup host. How do you have no money? What is an under-20 coach going to cost you? $70,000 a year? $80,000 a year? You don't have that? Are you out of your minds? All right, let's take a look at the 11 Yanks Patreon. So, guys, if you want to help support the channel, and if you are a fan of extra content, which a lot of you are, check out the 11 Yanks Patreon. For example, this is the sort of stuff you get. All the American goal contributions from last week. That was in MLS. That included some clips of Diego Colton over in Denmark. It included, what's his name? Over in Rokas Pukstas, over in the Croatian League, as well as guys in MLS. We also have Mathis Albert's goal for Dortmund in the friendly. That's going to be a regular weekly thing, guys. Every goal and assist from Americans playing in Europe, playing in MLS, playing in Liga MX will get there on, you'll get it all in one long video compilation with my commentary. So check that out. You also get post games for USMNT games, under 20 games. You're going to get scouting reports, live streams, and free giveaways. One guy just got a USA jersey. You got Mathis Albert highlights versus Oberhausen, Q&As just for the Patreon guys, and obviously the breakdown for Belgium. This was the one where we did the free giveaway. We gave 2 tickets away to the World Cup, to the game against Australia in Seattle, to Patreon supporters. We also gave away this jersey. So check it out if you want. Starts at $3 a month, guys. '80th minute. We got 10 minutes to go. Let me bring the score back up here. Reddit community of USMNT fans doesn't like you or Tack. Yeah, but they haven't liked us for a long time. I don't really care what those guys say. They haven't liked us since the Berhalter days. They thought we were bad for criticizing Berhalter. But here's the problem. Those same Redditors who will finally get mad at Berhalter when the US, gets knocked out of Copa America at home in the group stage, they'll be like, all right, Berhalter should go. But then they'll completely forget that Tack and I were saying that for 4 years while the neckbeards were too busy hammering hate away. And they'll call us haters when all they do is go on Reddit and hate on us. So I really, frankly, do not care what those clowns think. Score is still 2-0, guys. Still 2-0. Ruben Ramos and Chris Applewhite. That's a really nice goal by Chris Applewhite. Chris Applewhite and Tristan Brown have both been very good today. So is Dylan Contreras. Jack from Deadball TV. No, he's not. Jack is not a shill. But Jack doesn't really cover the U.S. He just covers anybody. He'll cover Asian foot. He's just a soccer guy who likes to talk about soccer. He doesn't have, and he has his own opinions. And I disagree with Jack sometimes, but he's definitely not a shill. Nobody's paying Jack. He's not compromised. Pete, hey Pete, had a beer virtually with you when Berhalter was fired. Good memories. That was good times. Good times. Mactical Tanager, it's not going to work. You can keep trying, but it's not going to work. All right, come on, let's get a third one, boys. I do like our passing and our off-ball movement in this game has been really good. We haven't created as many chances as I would like, but I've been very impressed. Considering that this is our C team, I've been very, very impressed. Yeah, he hates the U.S. That's fine. He's a Mexico fan. I don't know why he hates the U.S., but probably because he's a Mexico fan. I don't know. Jack said that there's an agenda to hate Argentina. I don't know why he simps for Argentina so much. There's no agenda to hate Argentina. Nobody actually cared. A lot of people liked Argentina. I wanted to like Argentina. I'm freaking half Argentine. But after watching that World Cup, I'm sorry. It's the most unlikable team I've ever seen in my life. And I've been watching Mexico play for years. 4 years. So I don't know why he's so simpy for Argentina. He lives there and his girlfriend is Argentine. Oh, well, there you go. His girlfriend's Argentine. No wonder he's simpy for them. I thought he was lived in the U.S. Oh, he lives in Argentina. Well, then it's obvious that he, is going to simp for them. If his girlfriend's Argentine and he lives there, then of course he's an Argentina fan. He did live in the U.S. He lives in Argentina now. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not totally surprised. But he's a good guy. I disagree with him about Argentina, but he's a good guy. It's funny because Mexicans hate Argentina. Yeah, they do. Now the Americans and Mexicans can join together in hating Argentina together. You and Tack have done more for USA soccer than Pulisic and Weston. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate the sentiment too, Rocco. I appreciate it. I don't think we've done more, but I think we've tried our best with the small resources and no power that we have. Cleared. Come on, US. Let's get one more. 85th minute. 85th minute. Let's get one more. Costa Rica steals it, and we win it back. Oh, why did Cooper Sanchez leave that? That's going to be a yellow card. Yeah, he had to play it safe. It was actually a smart move there for Torquato. Dylan Torquato, smart move. Took the yellow card, made the tactical foul, but that's on Cooper. Oh, no, it's Alexander Shaw. Alexander Shaw, not Dylan Torquato. I don't know why Cooper Sanchez left it, though. Why did he leave it? Pete, did you hear that Vinny is staying in Madrid? Was he ever supposed to leave Madrid? Vinny? He was supposed to sign with Arsenal. Why would you sign for Arsenal when you're at Real Madrid? Yeah, well, that doesn't make any sense. Also, what does he want to do? Take long throw-ins for the rest of his career? Like long throw-ins and set pieces? He's Vinny Jr. He wants to actually play football. Why would he ever go to Arsenal? Pete, Arsenal are very good. I mean, yeah, they are very good, but you have to look at the style of play and go, does it fit with you? I don't think it fits with Vinny Jr. If I'm him, I'm 100% staying at Real Madrid. Oh, nice work, Klapija. Oh, lays it off. Oh, shoot, dude. Shoot. Klapija, there you go. Cut back, shot blocked. Oh, Xanti Oyharcabal. Oyharcabal, I'm sorry. Oyharcabal. Pete, tacos or hot dogs? Ooh, that's tough. Both very, very good. Both very good. How people thought Greg did a good job blows my mind. Who thought Greg did a good job apart from Greg himself? Remember when he was defending himself? When people said, oh, what is it like to watch, Pochettino do well with the national team? It's like, actually, I don't mind it at all because I think I also did a really good job with the national team. And now I'm doing a really good job here in Chicago with the Fire. Have you seen my tiny shorts? I wear some great tiny shorts. I don't understand. Whoever liked Greg Berhalter, mental health checkups for all of them. Jesse Marsh is so desperate for a trophy that he's coaching Canada in this tournament. He's coaching the under-20s. Good for him. Good for him for like trying to help the poor Canadians out because they have no money apparently. Applewhite scored. Yes. Oh, Costa Rica. They had a shot. Another one. Easy for Laudmel. That was really good by Oyharcabal. And then he lays it off to Dino Klapija. That was really nice by Xanti Oyharcabal. So awkward name to pronounce, huh? Let's go look at this lineup here. I think he's number 18, right? Who's number 18? Yeah, that was Oyharcabal who did that. And then left it to Dino Klapija. Canada needs money. Let's all donate. No, they have plenty. They just had a World Cup. They're going to be just fine. I really like the way this under-20 team plays. They're a lot of fun to watch. It's too bad the finals on Sunday. I might not be able to do it because I have a thing on Sunday. Pete, do you still have beef with Taylor Twellman? No, he has beef with me because I don't lick Don Garber's boots. Okay, I'm not a bootlicker like Taylor Twellman is. And so I was congratulating Berhalter on pushing himself and going to Middlesbrough, and old tight shirt got all up in his feelings. This has to stop. It's just, you said some not nice things about him in the past, and now you're congratulating him. It's just bad, bad. And then he tried to message me afterwards, left his tweet up, messaged me and said, I'm sorry I didn't let you know in advance that I was going to shit all over you on Twitter. I was like, I don't care. You can shit on me on Twitter. Just know that I will fire back every single time. And not only will I fire back, I'll come and do the same thing to you. And we'll see who wins that little game. And then he got scared and he deleted his tweet. Because he got scared. Because he messaged me and he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I should have given you advance notice that I was going to. I was like, there is no requirement for you to give me advance notice. You can do whatever you want. You can quote, tweet me and say whatever you want. No problem. But if you think I'm just going to sit back and take your nonsense and I'm not going to fire back at you, you're wrong. So keep trying. And then he got scared and he quickly went and deleted his tweet, which I thought was adorable. But that's what happens when you become a shill. You have no actual ground to stand on. So when you try to scare people like me, it doesn't work. Because I'm like, well, everybody can see right through you. Everybody can see right through you. Also, they try to scare you with like a quote tweet. Like, God, you really think I'm scared by a quote tweet? That's adorable. You want to try to shit on me? I will happily respond. And if I don't have ground to stand on, then you'll win that argument. But guess what? I ratioed your quote tweet and you got scared and deleted it. All right, so the U20s are going to the finals, guys. Game over. Game over, guys. The USA 2 and Costa Rica 0. Goals from Chris Applewhite and Ruben Ramos. We will be in the final on Sunday. I might do the final if it's early in the day. Does anybody know what time it is on Sunday? Anyways, if you don't know, that's fine, guys. Check out the Patreon if you want. Hit that like button. Thank you to FanDuel for sponsoring this video, and I will see you guys either on Sunday or if not, next week. Talks to y'all soon.